We're not going to reflect very much. You'll all be relieved to know. But I do have a few thank yous. First and foremost, I really need to thank Lisa Higdon in the back. Lisa really did a wonderful job coordinating everyone's travel, the agenda, all the logistics, and did it with great aplomb. So thank you, Lisa, for your expert and really remarkably efficient day that you helped us plan. I also want to thank all of the pediatric pulmonary staff that were here as well through the day to help plan the event and to have it carry off. And I want to thank Lana Henthorn as well, who is our department administrative director, and she did a wonderful job too. So thank you all for all of that. I also want to thank Esmeralda Morales, who was here earlier today. She's on a consult service. She couldn't make it for the afternoon. And really Shannon Sullivan, whose intellectual energy really helped drive the whole agenda and the speakers and helped me out tremendously in making this happen. So thank you for all that. A great deal. Thanks to the audience, and really thank you to the speakers who came from near and far, mostly far, some from near, to really help lend some meaningful texture to a very difficult subject for us to get our hands around. It is surprising to me that here we are today trying to figure out how pediatricians can talk to patients and how we can talk to environmental change agents. And still there is quite an abyss. There's quite a gap between all these different communities. And yet here we are trying to figure it out. And it was hard to plan this meeting as a result of that very divergent vocabulary that we don't really speak fluently to one another. And I think that is so instructive, and it's where we need to go. All that said, I leave today much more hopeful than I started the day. And it's rare to be more hopeful about anything in this world. And it harkens to the words of John Lewis today on Juneteenth. One of the things that one of the many things that the great Congressman John Lewis, who passed relatively recently, said, "My fellow Americans, this is a special moment in our history, just as people of all faiths and no faiths, and all backgrounds, creeds, and colors banded together decades ago to fight for equality and justice in a peaceful, orderly, nonviolent fashion, we must do so again." And he was speaking to equal rights and liberty for all the disenfranchised and the enfranchised. But I think that he could well have been speaking about our fight for climate change and for health equity across the globe. So with that thought, let us think about how we can move forward. Let's not allow this day to simply be a hollow echo towards intellectual provenance, but let's think about how to make some intellectual hay and do something that will help us to move the ball further downfield, to mix many metaphors. And please accept my thanks for being part of what I think will be an influential day moving forward. Thank you all so very much.